Oi, papi, it's your boy Money. Chop Cheese G-O-D, you know the vibes. I'm rocking with DJ Pest.
This is something that's supposed to happen like a year ago, like maybe a year and a half ago.
Facts, but you busy, bro, so we get it.
Yeah, man, we equally busy. You over there killing the game in your field, your lane.
Mm-hmm.
I got my guy G Money on the DJ Pest podcast, man. I want you to just fill me in, tell me everything. For one, let's talk about the start of your brand.
Like I say, Chop Cheese, that's just been around for us New Yorkers for a long time. So when I brought it here, I say on all my podcasts and shit, like I walked into a deli, I just wanted a sandwich, something from back home, and I looked at the menu, I noticed it was different. So I did start working at a deli, and I just said, yo, I got this sandwich that pretty much it's gonna change the game. So at one point, I'm just making it, and somebody comes in and they're like, yo, can I do a video of you, doing your thing? At that point, everybody was taking videos. I didn't pay no mind to it. I was like, yeah, bet, do your thing. So he films this video. The next day I go into work and this lady comes in and she's like, yo, I just seen you on TikTok. At that point, I didn't have no TikTok. I thought she got the social media, misconstrued. Like, she's talking about Instagram. I turned around, kept doing my thing. Another person told me. At that point, I was like, let me see. And that guy that asked me to shoot the video, shout out my man AZ Grub Squad, he's a food reviewer. Blew it up. People were coming from Tempe, here, and then it just went from there. And people just kept trying it. I kept putting the camera in front of their face. I knew I had to stay visual on the gram, over and over, repetitive, and it just blew up, bro.
Were you still working at the other deli at the time?
Yeah, at that point, yeah.
When you just quit and be like, no, I'm gonna do my own thing. This for me.
To be honest, money came into play. A couple videos that went viral. I told, whoever I was working with at the time, like, yo, bro, I told you I was going to change the deli. At this point, I got a brand over here. So, either we work something out or I got to go.
It was an independent deli? It wasn't like no chain?
No, it was just independent in a store.
Oh yeah, you tried to give him the vision. You tried to say, yo, we can update this menu a little bit with the little, what I'm saying, extra sauce.
No, yeah, Pest, I'm telling you, like, I came in, I did the whole menu. I'm talking like 16 sandwiches at that point. I blew up off the chopped cheese, but I got like 16 different deli cold cut sandwiches. That's when I brought in Merc. I was like, these videos are cool, but you know how, just like an artist, we could get on a couple freestyle podcasts, but there's bigger and better things we want. So I had the videos. I'm like, all right, these are booming, cool. But now I want my feature. Who, I was like, Merc, he's from New York. I got to get him. He's going crazy. He comes in, puts a stamp on the chopped cheese. Boom.
When was this?
Man, this is going on maybe like a year and a half ago.
Okay.
So, then we're chopping it up. Merc, he got the hustle too. So we go home that night and I try to brainstorm on ideas how I could, we could get some money together. And he hits me and he's like, yo, I got an idea. And I'm thinking like, like a meet and greet, something like that, like where he could sell his merch, make some bread. And I do my thing, with the sandwiches. He's like, nah, let's do a sandwich. I was like, oh, say no more, no problem. Boom. We get our mind right, and then we come back to all the boar's head, and we just start picking out what he wants in his sandwich. Boom. We do the sandwich release. Now it takes off a little bit more. And it just kept going.
Did you know Merkins before the link up
No.
with the sandwich?
No. And Pest, the crazy part is we're all from Queens, so we meet over here. Then we go back home, and we're from like a block away from each other.
Oh, word.
That's how that breezeway thing happened.
Tell me the description of a chopped cheese. Was it a sandwich?
Yeah, so it goes on a hero. A hero is like, that's what we call them back east, but it's like, the Subway bread, the foot long Subway bread. So I put it on the Blackstone. I press it, comes crispy. Then the ground beef, the way I season it, I can't give away the sauce, but the way I do it, because I promise you, I don't go to Egypt or anything to go get my ground beef. It comes from Restaurant Depot, but what I put into it, you never tasted it. So I put it on the grill. Then you melt American cheese over it. Then it has mayo and mustard on the bread, lettuce, tomato, and you just put the ground beef on top. I scoop it up, put it on there, close it, wrap it up. Hottest foot long in the city. It's simple. Every ingredient of a hamburger, but nothing like a hamburger.
Top 3 menu items when it comes to the sandwich.
Honestly, it's just the way everything is portioned and placed together. I don't know. You got to taste it for yourself, bro.
I follow somebody on IG. I can't think of the guy's name right now, but I'm following this guy on IG, and he's going around New York. You know, he's asking people is they valid, and the first thing he does is it's like he say chopped cheese. He say like these things that like New York people gonna catch on quick.
No, yeah, that's a fact. The lingo one where he's like, "Are you from the New York lingo? Let me get a
Yeah,
chop,
yeah,
and you got to say cheese. Let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese." And yeah,
yeah. That's really your thing out there. You know what I'm saying? And what's the chicken and rice?
yeah, chicken over rice. That's the halal at the halal food trucks.
So everybody, this is New York custom. Like if you from New York, this is what we
Yeah,
eat.
you know how to take $20 and get some good eats. Pest, I promise you.
Okay.
You're gonna go to the halal truck. You're gonna go get you a chopped cheese. You're gonna get you a bacon, egg, and cheese. $20, you'll eat all day.
All day. So you go get
Yeah,
this at breakfast, and it's like, yo, this will last you all day.
yeah. You go see the Aki at the store. You go get your breakfast sandwich. You tell me I'll be back for my honey turkey later on, and you come back. And then at nighttime you go get whatever you want because they have pastas in there. It's not just all sandwiches. They got olives, feta cheese, all kind of stuff. Pastas,
Hmm.
chicken parmesans pre-made. Depends what Ak. Like every neighborhood has their own store, and you know whose store is better.
I just find that interesting because it's like chopped cheese is the first thing that you know what I'm saying he brings up, and at the same time you're over here in Arizona pushing chopped cheese.
Yeah, that's a fact. I was like one of the first. There's a little competition out here. We won't shine the light that way, but I mean, like there's one other guy that does it, but no, it was brand new, so that's big. So my point, like I kind of brought the culture out here, if that makes sense. Like we didn't have that, so I'm not just like a food vendor. I'm like kind of kicking down like barriers. Like, bro, I'm on DJ Pest. Come on, one of the biggest podcasts. I don't got a single out, but I'm the best rapper alive. I'll rap you a sandwich. So, I think I am reaching milestones.
So what's your vision for it? Where you know what I'm saying when it's all said and done, you like boom, I did everything I needed to do. You like open a store, chain, more
Oh,
more.
I'm trying to have a couple food trucks. I'm trying to be like the next Canes, but on wheels. Cause I don't like the idea. Let's just say, Pest, we got a store, and when it's hot right now, people like to stay inside. So I don't like the fact if nobody's in my store, I don't make no bread. So if it's slow here, I could turn my truck on and move, mobile. I could kind of go chase the bag. Then
Mhm.
when any of my label mates, they have a show, whatever, we go out of town, I plan to follow behind. They're Sonic, I'm Tails. Whatever coins they forget, I'm gonna scrape them all up on the end. So that's my vision. I don't really like to just pop out. Like if there's a lot first Friday, they got food trucks. I don't really like to just pop out like that because I have a food truck. Like I built a brand, so it's kind of like if you want a single from Merck, you want a single from Merck, you got to handle the chip wise. So I'm like an artist. We got to handle it like that. That's the kind of vision I want to go with it.
You're getting booked to come
Yeah.
cook.
No, yeah, I do got a couple spots to tell me, yo, whenever you're ready, let's go.
Do you realize how many people are from New York doing this, or it's just you're introducing this type of food to more people than you see natives from New York?
Honestly, it was all new people at the beginning, but now people are coming out of the woodworks like, yo, how long you been doing this? Like, I'm from New York. I ain't got to chop cheese. So recently, a lot of people from New York. And I think that's more of TikTok.
What's your best outlet? You know what I'm saying? Is it Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube?
For me, it's Instagram because I'm more familiar with it. Like TikTok, I'll be posting some videos and they say, "Oh, the sound's taken off. You violated this." And I'm like, "Yo, what? I just gave a chopped cheese out." So Instagram, I find it way easier. Here, I'm in your face. Boom. Here's the video. I know how to do it. Let's go. And Twitter, I just can't do it. I don't know. I gave up.
Were you on Twitter before? Like, were you on Twitter a while ago and you just gave up recently, or it's like I
Yeah,
hopped
shout
on
out
it?
my little brother. My little brother made me a Twitter for the deli, and I just can't keep up, bro.
Twitter's an interesting beast, man. It's an interesting beast. I think it's really one of the I want to say the old dogs out of the whole social media thing. It ain't for everybody. You are involved heavily with hip hop. Now, mixing this thing with hip hop, did you see that as a blueprint plan or it just fell into place like that?
No, yeah, definitely. I follow like the same hustle that an artist got because as you know, I got a couple big artists like Two Tone, he got a sandwich with me. I got Lex Bratcher, she got a What's Lex sandwich with me. I got Merkham's got a sandwich with me. So like pretty much I'm laying down my album. Those were 3 features. When I get a couple more, there's my EP, which my EP is my menu. So it's still like the same hustle, just different rapper.
I gotta ask this because in the form of this podcast is about hip hop. So I know you in the lab cooking up, but who you listening to while you cooking up?
I'm telling you, if it's not my team, Merc, like some mainstream artists, I'm on Millie's. Tough. Millie's. I was disappointed that show got canceled.
Yeah, I heard about that. It was the cops just shut it down.
Yeah, I guess they got pulled over. They were on the side of the road for like 3 hours.
Oh man,
I don't
yeah.
know, but that was big.
The day of the show, I saw everybody like, "Yeah, I'm going to the show. I'm going to the show. This is huge. This is big." Was this his first time coming to Phoenix or something?
I don't know if it was his first, but he's on his Blanco 6 tour. This one he got motion right now. He's with Jadakiss. It's his time right now. So it was gonna be pretty big. We were disappointed in that, but yeah, like I like that old school rap. I don't want to listen to a song and then at the end of the song be like, "Oh, it was cool. They rhymed, but was there any substance in it? What did they say?"
Yeah, I didn't think the day would come where I'm like, it ain't hitting like it used to. Like the
Nah,
rap that's being pushed out right now, I ain't really rocking with it.
no, yeah, and the New York drill, all that drill, I can't do it.
How do you feel about that? Honestly, that wasn't always there.
It's just like the old heads that can't keep up with the young heads in a foot race. Like I can't listen that fast.
Do you like the beats, or you just overall? I'm just like, it's not for me.
I mean, some beats are cool, but overall, it just ain't for me.
3 New York artists that can't do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like they're always gonna be top tier artists to you.
Jadakiss, Jay-Z, and Nas. That's really weird for somebody to say Jay-Z and Nas.
Yeah, it is. I had got into an argument once with my friend for like 8 hours. Like we didn't go to sleep, and we were arguing over who won the war between Jay Z and Nas. And he was so Nas, and I was so Jay Z. I rarely hear somebody put Nas and Jay Z in their top three.
No, that's a question that don't got no answer. It's debatable, like you said, till you don't go to sleep.
Yeah,
That's on the shelf with who was better, Biggie or Pac.
you think so?
Yeah, that's right there with that conversation. You ain't gonna get nowhere.
You're not gonna get nowhere. You're right. You're right. You're definitely gonna be always arguing about like you putting out statistics and stuff like that. You're never gonna come up with an answer. I want you to promote your brand. You know what I'm saying? I want you to get in your bag, talk your shit about how hot your brand is, and your brand is about to be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? This summer, check me out here, check me out there, just so I can see how I want to see that New York flex come out, that Queens flex. You know what I'm saying, to be exact.
Oi, Fappy, you know what it is. It's your boy Money Chop Cheese God. You know the vibes. We outside rocking with DJ Pest. Hey, I got the hottest footlong in the city, Papi. Once you put my meat in your mouth, you got no choice but to swallow. Pause, my boy. Okay? Come check me out. G Money's NY Deli, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you want it at. Twitter, I ain't, too fappy with that. But Instagram, hit me up. I'm definitely down to network with everybody out here. Extend the platform to, whatever. Give me some ideas, whatever. Pest, I got a sandwich for you. What's up? We giving you a breakfast sandwich.
All right, now you talking my speed. Now you talking my speed. We're gonna chop it up off the record, and we're gonna come up with something. I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? One of those things that we were supposed to have this, like I say earlier, a long time ago, but this podcast game is crazy. This is crazy. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming, oversaturated. Um, and everybody is just doing it. And I remember when we first connected, we were trying to do it with the sit down, but the sit down involves so many aspects that I didn't really understand. We talk cameraman, light crew, all these things. I really wanted to be a production. So then I sat down and I was like, you know what? It's best if I do it this way. That way, nobody got to leave their comfort zone. We can just tap in, do it. You know what I'm saying? Put it out.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But in that year and a half, I've been watching everything that you've been doing. And I like how you promote it. I like how you have the taste test, first time tasters and stuff like that, seeing stuff. So how big was it for you to have Ice T try a sample of your chopped cheese?
Man, that was huge. I mean, bro, as soon as he said, "Oh, G Money, it's the best sandwich in the world," I'll always, not only is it stuck in my head forever, like that, I mean, the next day, everybody was like, yo. And then just so happened, Pest, like he came here for the Canes commercial, the iced tea thing. And he did mine the day before. So when he was all over the TV for Canes, that was bubbling it more. Ice T was everywhere, not just for G Money's Deli. He was on Canes. So I felt like I was like neck and neck. Jordan and Pippen had Ice T on a promo. So That was huge, bro. And then just celebs kept coming. Like sometimes, I'll DM 10 celebs. If I get one to respond, I did my job.
Is there one that you like? Damn, I really need this individual. This would be good for business that you haven't been able to reach out to, or
Nah, to be honest, I just I just be hitting them up. They're not one, Cardi B, but that's shooting for way out there. I always said, yo, I ain't done till I give Cardi B a chopped cheese.
that would be a great accomplishment.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. So when I started, I didn't know chopped cheese was viral on the internet already, like as a topic. And Cardi B had just mentioned it in the song. So I'm just starting to cook. Then this guy shoots the video. Then Cardi B's talking about it, and everybody's like, yo, I gotta see. I just seen it on TikTok. I gotta see what this is. So everything played a factor.
I think you're one testing away from like really 10 toes down established as that guy that got that business that's really booming. You really, even though you are an artist, you know what I'm saying? You just don't make music, but you're an artist with the sandwiches.
No, yeah.
So I really do like how you're promoting. I wish some artists would actually promote like you because you got it down to a T.
I used to study like no cap, like 6ix9ine. Back before he did all his little bullshit. I used to see like every one of his videos. If he told somebody suck his dick, sorry for cursing like that. The next video, he was at that spot of that person that he told that. Every video related. So we can't just post this video right here like, yo, me and Pest are on the podcast. Then tomorrow, yo, me and the homeboys are smoking weed. Then the next day we're at the bowling alley. Them 3 videos didn't coincide. That interaction on your Instagram, they look at that all for your engagement and all that. So I just watch how he moved. That's where you got to see in the camera and everybody's face tasting it in the next video, the same format, the same way, next video, next video, next video. And I noticed my numbers going up and up, and my posts were reaching accounts that weren't even following me. So that was big. That's where I learned a little bit. Being around Merkham's. We know Merkham's plays Instagram like, what? You can't be next to Jay-Z all day and not learn how to rap a little bit.
Merkham's really got this down to a science. Like this is crazy. I
Kid is
remember
different.
seeing him. Yeah, I remember seeing him first start dropping the freestyles. And one thing I like about Merkham's is he gonna promote. He gonna promote because I'll be on Twitter just scrolling through hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going through Twitter. I see Merk YouTube link video in the comment section. Ain't nothing
Mm-hmm.
to it. He just dropped the link, kept it moving.
Yep.
And I can see that's how his fan base grew because though I'll go back to that same tweet and I'll see somebody else, oh, I rocked with him at this moment. This when I started rocking with like they going back to that too.
Yep.
So yeah, you following a great blueprint on how to get this thing to work for you. Your whole label is
Shout out to Uncle Breeze.
yeah you
That's
you
Coach.
being you being signed as a chef to a record label.
It's
Explain that.
different, bro.
Yeah, it's different. Explain the difference. Like how dope is that?
It's honestly like just how Merc's Life's a movie. It's like a movie for me because I'm experiencing like different shit, like Instagram taking it, going viral. People recognizing me at the stores, but also like being next to them. Bro. It's kind of crazy, bro.
I remember I saw you at the Bars on 995 event,
Yep.
and I don't know. I can't remember if it was other food vendors there, but I saw that line.
No, I was the only one.
Yeah, that line. I saw you really whipping up sandwiches for like 60 people. You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying?
that's a fact.
And,
Um,
and and that was good, man. That was dope seeing that.
I got a couple shout outs that night. Shout out Big Doobie, Merkham's in their freestyle.
Oh
Um,
yeah, they sure did. Yeah, they
hmm
sure did. I did a freestyle with Doobie. He was featured on my DJ Pest freestyles, and he shouted you out even on that one.
I just try to stay visual, just like the artist, man. If I'm not cooking, the average millionaire has 8 incomes. So I got a little deli review show now. I'm two episodes deep. I went to Romanelli's and Stoop Kid. I'm not sure where episode 3 is going to be at yet, but I'm trying to venture off into things where eventually I don't got to be at the truck. I'll just pop up like Ronald McDonald, and I got employees working for me, and I'll just do meet and greets. Come fuck with Pest on your podcast. Do other shit, other for revenue.
Talk about the podcast. Promote that. I mean, not the podcast. Talk about the review you doing? Like
Yeah,
what's
so
that
that's what
about?
my man Max Allotment. Shout out to him. People just give us spots that they go to, like, yo, you need to come check this deli out. And we go there, we pull up, we talk to the owners, we tell them, hey, we want to get your food, leave your little review. Most of them are cool with it. They already know me from the gram. Once I show them, really the iced tea video, bro. The iced tea is the key. Once I show them iced tea eating my sandwich, it's like, oh my god, all right, bet, let's do it.
Yeah,
Like he
yeah,
has that much power. Shout out to OG. Like they see his face, even the old heads know who that is. It's not like me showing them, yo, NBA young boy ate my sandwich. It don't got that much power. Like, Ice T, he's friendly with the 80-year-old women. They know him.
yeah. Ice T is a real cool dude. Real
No,
cool
he is
dude.
definitely.
If you had any uh other kind of like expectations for him, you're gonna be completely shocked when you get face to face with him because he's not like anything you thought. He's the
No,
most
that's a fact.
humble. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's really humble.
he I actually got I be hanging out with his son, little Ice too. One time they had us in the studio at the salt mine. Ice T got this artist called Fetty DeMarco out of Watts. He's pretty nice, but Merkins gave him a feature, and it was nice to hear him and his boys be like, listen to what Merk did, and
Yeah,
I'm like, holy shit, like I never thought
yeah,
I'd be in the studio with Ice T, and Ice T's going
yeah,
crazy to my boy's song, like what? Some of it's unreal, but you know, I mean,
yeah.
I got pushed
Life
through.
hits you. Yeah, life hits you fast when you just moving. You know what I'm saying? Like things you never expected to happen will just happen.
Yo, Pest, when we went to Flex, oh my god, imagine as a little kid listening to Hot 97. Never, and then being right in front of the building where they're talking about the shootings happen and everything. Like, I'm just living it. And going in there and finally seeing Flex, like, oh my God, that's him.
Is this a culture shock for you being out here in Arizona, or are you kind of you used to it by now?
Uh, Kind of a culture shock, a little bit, but I'm kind of used to it now. Most of the people I know aren't from Arizona, really.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, really about that, cause at my showcases, I'm always like, if you from Arizona, make some noise. It's always like 3, 4. And I'm like, who's
I
not
think
from Arizona? Ah, like everybody goes fucking
facts,
crazy.
bro. I think we're like the fifth largest city though now, or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's good. I'm at this point where I'm ready to tell people stop coming. Like, all right, all right, all right, cause they're selling farmland and putting them little houses on it. They're putting residential places in every square foot of this state right now, cause there's so many people
Facts.
moving out here. It's cool though. It's how long you been out here?
I've been out here originally since like 2005, but for real, this time, like 2 years. I was always back and forth, but living like 2 years this time. I actually came on the pandemic, bro. I got stuck. I came on PTO.
So you were visiting
Yeah, I came on PTO. I was working in the deli in New York at the bodega.
and you got stuck.
Yeah, I had two jobs. In the daytime I was in the bodega. At nighttime I was in the kitchen at the bowling alley.
So what was that like? You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to get back home and you couldn't.
Honestly, they told me they gave me a ring one day. They called me. They're like, "Yo, we don't know what's going on, so everybody's gonna get like unemployment, and we'll call you." This is a week into my 2 weeks, so I'm like, "All right, cool." So I was just like living it up, um, collecting and just living it up. Like, all right, bet. Guess let's see what happens. And then I just got stuck. Started making the chopped cheese, and I was like, "Yo, I could go home when this is all over. I could just stay here and work on my brand." And if I go to New York and try to do this, I promise you, it wouldn't have been so successful. Like the chopped cheese has still been fire, but everybody got a chopped cheese in New York, every corner.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I can't do it. I
That
stayed.
was devastating though, man.
Yeah.
I was here, you know what I'm saying? I stayed here, thank God. But to stay somewhere else and then you get stuck here because of you not knowing what's going on. We didn't know what was going on while the pandemic was happening.
No, but also like I wasn't like all the way stuck because I got kids here,
Oh,
and
okay.
I also got family here. So I was visiting. So it was like a vacation turned into like staycation, I guess.
But New York was one of those that was like it was hectic over there in New York. So how did you feel watching that? You know what I'm saying? You felt like you couldn't do nothing about it? Did you feel like you wanted to go back?
Now, yeah, definitely you feel like you want to go back just because like I got my mom's there, but my mom was kind of homebody anyways. She can go, nowadays with the deliveries over there, There's not like a Safeway or like a Fry's, grocery stores like that. They're all independently owned, so they have delivery service. So you really don't gotta leave. They've been doing Uber Eats and DoorDash way before it was around at the supermarkets.
Yeah.
So at times she'll go like 2 weeks. She don't leave her crib. So it was kind of like, all right, bet now I get to binge watch all my series, and I just made sure she was in the house and my family was good, and then I felt at peace. But yeah, definitely I wanted to go home and be like, yo, what's going on? Make sure everybody had face masks, all that. But New York was number one when that shit came
Yeah.
out. They locked everything down. We all had to go get the COVID, the vaccines when we went to Flex,
Oh,
because you
word? Did
could,
you?
yeah, you couldn't move in New York without a vaccine card.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you could not go nowhere without a vaccine card.
Was that scary or worrisome? You know what I'm saying? You don't know what that vaccine shot was about at the moment. You know what I'm saying?
At the moment, but two, you got the other 50% telling you like, yo, bro, you guys been working for this. Like,
Yeah, yeah, I see that. I can see that.
don't get to Funk Flex and you can't get in because of a vaccine card.
I went from not seeing you to seeing you. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't know the story of the development of your brand and you know what you had to go through to make this happen.
I had to go through a couple up and downs. I had a couple investors too. Um, try to take advantage of you, bro. They see what you got, but I knew what I was worth. So
Do you still talk to the guy from the deli you quit?
funny thing is, I be going in and still buy my backwoods, and
Uh,
it's kind of like Stanley from Friday, like, yo, stay off my grass, because he sees me on the Instagram. And he had 3 younger sons that were telling him, he didn't know nothing about Instagram. So that were telling him, like, yo, he's kind of popping on the Instagram. I mean, Pest, Reels doing like 10K, just like for people trying to sandwich. Like, whoa, what's going on? That's just locally. All my followers here too, they're like organic. They're from here. I don't have like 2,000 followers from South Carolina that can't get a chopped cheese.
that's why I was asking about the foot traffic. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know your presence is felt when you're in this? Like, do people pull up to these events just because you're there?
Yeah, bro. Yes. Right now I think it's to the point I could be like, yo, I'm at Walmart parking lot. They're gonna come for this chopped cheese. When bars I popped out at, I definitely brought traffic. People would go through the bar just to come get the chopped cheese. Walk past the bar and say, hey, I'm here for the chopped cheese. I had people come every night for this chopped cheese. So yeah, my presence when I'm outside, they're outside.
Does that make you want to do more or less vending?
Definitely more, but like I said, I'm trying to build the brand and build the exclusivity, like make it like a Yeezy, if that
Mm-hmm.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm. It
When
makes
I'm
sense. Yeah.
outside, I'm outside. You gotta find me. I don't want it to ever get to the point, Pest, where like you and your boy are chilling. You guys are all high or whatever. You want something to eat. All right, well, bet G Money's on 19th Avenue and this. I want it to be to the point like exclusive, like a deli in New York. You got to know which bodega. So when you want to eat a chopped cheese, you got to check his story. Find out where he's at. The exclusivity of it. I like that way. That's the road I'm taking.
Do you ever see yourself settling down? Like, okay, I've done all I can with that. Now my brick and mortar is on Baseline and 51st. You know what I'm saying? Like, does that ever come up, or it's just like, no, I'm gonna keep this independent exclusivity. Exclusivity. I can't even say the word. Exclusive. Keep it exclusive.
No, that yeah, definitely at a point I would have to get to that point. Let's just say we fast forward and I'm booming tomorrow. I kind of want to wait and feel it out. See, like, maybe we got to move back to New York. Maybe it's just best for all of us as part of a team. We got to go back to New York. Hopefully, my brand is built by then, or I can put a brick and mortar in New York. Now, everybody in New York is going to be like, oh, I want to see what this guy's all about because I seen him on the West Coast. Kind of spin back on New York. I took the little cheat code
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and put a brick and mortar in New York. Maybe we got to move to Florida or Atlanta for whatever. So definitely a brick and mortar's in mind, but I don't have a location yet.
Well, keep representing, cause like I said, man, for people that want to try new things, food. I'm talking about food. For people that want to try things, it is good to say, "Hey, man, I'm gonna get a chopped cheese." You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in a New York feel right now, New York state of mind. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that chopped cheese because that's not something that's you can't get that from every corner out here.
No, yeah, bro, and I use halal ground beef. That's a big key too.
Yeah, we got back home, my home, Michigan. We big on the Coney dogs, and
The
we
Glizzies
all
Pest. Oh,
I would say Coney dog, but yeah,
yeah.
they always we always complain like it's not right. Something's missing. It don't taste like back home because that ground beef is so hard to come across, even with the sauce. You know what I'm saying? So you have this thing down to a science. It's authentic. It's from where you're from. It's made exactly how it tastes back home in New York. People gonna love that. You know what I'm saying? Like people gonna really love that.
I'm sure you guys. I'm sure you've seen the guy on TikTok. Raw Money. The Can't Forget the Bev. He does the chopped cheese on the East Coast, so like that was crazy too, bro. So like I had a couple. At that point, I'm not sure. I don't really remember if I had iced tea already on video, or it was after. So I took a blank trip to New York when Merc when we all went. We went to Flex and everything. So my side thing, I went to the deli and I was like, yo, I'm gonna pitch him. Like, I'm gonna tell him what I got. He could either say no, and my trip was totally wasted, or I could get the promo that I need.
Yeah,
So I wait for the store to clear out because he had mad traffic pest. I mean, like he is making sandwich out, sure, sure, after sandwich. So it's like 20 minutes goes by. The store clears, and I'm telling him like, yo, I got this chopped cheese thing. I'm pretty popping in Arizona. I want to order chopped cheese from you. Let me film it. And he was like, yeah, do whatever you want to do. So that's how I got that video. Then he's real cool. He comes around the counter. He follows me. We get to chopping it up about collabs, this and that. And he was real cool. So then when I put that to the gram, it was like, wow. So then I think who else? Another big one that you probably saw was the funny salesman, the shoe cleaner guy. Um, I had actually asked him. That was one of the celebs that I just randomly hit up. I had seen him in town. He was doing a promo for the dispensary. And I was like, yo, bro, I got a chopped cheese for you. Come, I'm cooking tonight. Then when he gets there, I ask him, yo, like, why'd you even respond? I'm trying to see what promo is like working, for me. So he was like, honestly, I looked at your videos. I got lost for a little while and I saw you were hustling. So I had to come support. Homie pulled up, yellow Camaro, everything, hopped out, ate his chopped cheese, gave him a couple shirts. He's telling me about his, what he got coming next. Crazy. Shout out to him. I seen him 12 years ago blow up. And the crazy thing, Pest, I used to do door to door. So I seen him blow up and now he's in front of me.
yeah.
So I know this chopped cheese, like I'm going somewhere. The destination isn't figured out yet, but we're moving.
Well, I mean, yeah, like I said earlier, man, that's life. You know what I'm saying? Just keep walking. You gonna get to where you got to get to.
No, that's a fact. But the plan is to have the Valley. The Valley already got the best chopped cheese in the world. That's what I say, bro.
Yeah,
We
cause it's
got it here.
you. Cause
That's
you
a
got the.
fact.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Pest.
that's a fact. That's a fact. We both hustling, man, and you getting that phone to ringing. that
Man,
phone's ringing, so I gotta let you get back in it. Get back on the grind, man.
yeah, but I appreciate you, Pest.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Tell the people where they can follow you.
Man, G Money's NY Deli, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. If you want, it might take me a month to get back to you, but I'm there.
Yo, that's spicy.
I'm there, bro.